In today's video tutorial, we are going to make a 4-page website about the Queensland Firebirds, which are a netball team from Queensland. On the first page, which is the home page, you're going to find a little bit of information about the team, as well as a picture of an upcoming game. On the second page, we've got a list of all the main team members, and we've also got a link at the bottom to a SoundCloud file, which will play the Firebirds team song. I'll just play that and give you a quick snippet. Rather not listen to that right now though. Another cool thing on this page, when you hover over the picture of the girls, there's a little zoom effect that takes place as well. Okay, just to add a bit of interactivity to our website. On the third page, which is the fixture page, you're going to find information about the home games the girls play up here in Queensland. And on the contact page, it's just a few contact details if you'd like to get in touch with the club. These little icons here will link to the Firebirds social media pages as well, for example their Facebook page. And you can see where I flogged that picture from before as well. Alrighty, so that is our 4-page website that we are going to make. Now to get started, you will need to go into your account and make a new folder. The new folder should be called Queensland Firebirds. Inside of that Queensland Firebirds folder, you'll need an images folder. And inside of that images folder, make sure you've copied across all these pictures that you're going to need to use to make your website. Okay, you'll also notice in here we've got a text document with the SoundCloud link as well. Okay, that's a little bit of code we'll copy and paste into our website a bit later on. Just going back a page, I've also got this info document here, which is a Word document that contains all the information in the website, so you don't have to write it yourself. You can just open this up and you can copy and paste the information you need. Alrighty, so there it all is there. So once you have got your folders all set up, you are ready to open up brackets and we can start coding this web page up, or the first web page up, sorry. So start a new document in brackets, and before you start typing, just go to File and Save As. Navigate through your documents until you find the Queensland Firebirds folder. And the first page we're going to save is the index.html page. Now when you make a website, it is good practice to call your very first page or your home page index.html. Okay, so your home page is always known as your index page. Alright, so once you've got the name index.html in, click save and we can start coding up our home page. So the first tag we're going to put in, like usual, is our doc type tag. So open up some pointy brackets, stick in an exclamation mark and write doc type HTML. So it tells the computer we are making a HTML file. Next thing we're going to do is put in our HTML tags. Okay, now something I haven't done in previous tutorials very often, if at all, inside this HTML tag, I'm going to add something in. I'm going to write in lang, which stands for language. And then I'm going to write equals, and then in quotation marks write en. And that stands for English. So basically that little section there says language equals English. Now that's just telling the computer that our web page is going to be written in English. And apparently this helps with Google search results. So when people are searching up web pages, this will help boost your web page up the Google search rankings a little bit, just by targeting an audience that is looking for a web page written in English. Alright, so it might be good practice to stick in lang equals en at the start of all of your web pages from now on, just to say that your web page is written in English. Alright, coming in after the HTML tag, we do our head section. And in the head section, we're going to put a title. Title is going to say Queensland Firebirds. And I'm going to put a vertical line and just write home, because we are on the home page. Now we will come back to the head section later on like usual and link it up to a style sheet, but we're not going to do that just yet. So just leave that as your head section with a title, and you can move down below that now and start the body section. First thing we want to put into our body section is a header that runs across the top of our page. So put in some header tags. Inside of the header tags, we're simply going to write the word Queensland. Then we're going to jump down to a new line by putting in a BR tag. A BR tag stands for line break. That basically pushes your text down to a new line without making a big space like you would if you was to start a new paragraph. We're just going to write Firebirds on that next line. Okay, so if I save that and we'll have a look here, that's what it looks like. We write the word Queensland on one line, then we do a line break and write Firebirds on the next. You can see they're pretty close together, those two lines of text. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for there. You might have also noticed that I wrote BR and then just put a space and a forward slash. Okay, and what's going on there is we don't need to do a closing tag for a line break. Okay, you do it all in one little tag itself. So we write new line and it's just closed off like that. A little bit confusing, but hopefully you get the idea. Alright, so after we put in a nice big heading that says Queensland Firebirds, we're going to put in a Nav Bar, which is our menu bar. And the way we do Nav Bars and make them look good is in an unordered list. Okay, so a series of bullet points. So let's put in the UL tag to start our bullet points off, or our unordered list. And inside of that, we're going to do our first list item. Our first list item is home. Our second list item is team. Our third list item is fixture. And our final list item is contact. Now we're not going to link those menu items up just yet because we haven't made all of those pages. So we're just going to leave it as is for now. If we save that and have a look, you'll see that we've got our 4 bullet points in, which will become our nav bar a little bit later on when we style it up using CSS. Alrighty, so back into our HTML document. That is going to complete our header section for now. Okay, we will come back and make it look better a bit later on, but just leave it as is for now. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to start the main chunk of text in our home page. Okay, so this is going to be the article section. So write in the article tag for me, and we're going to put in a H2 header inside of the article section, and it's going to simply say the word about. Alrighty, coming in below that H2 section, we're going to put in the information that's over here in this Word document. Okay, so we've got 2 paragraphs of information that we need to highlight. Press Ctrl+C to copy, and then paste it in. You may need to tab that second paragraph across. Now remember, you'll need to put a P tag at the start of each paragraph and a closing P tag at the end of each paragraph. So just do that for me now. You can copy and paste if you like. So starting P tag, closing P tag. That'll make the first paragraph. Starting P tag and a closing P tag will complete the second paragraph. Save that up and have a look. You can see now we've got our H2 header and our 2 paragraphs of writing below that. And that completes our article section. Alright, so you can close off your article section if you haven't done so already. Coming in below the article section, we're going to put a picture in. So I'm going to write this picture inside a section tag. Okay, so just put in that section tag. And inside the section tag, we're going to make a new paragraph. And inside that new paragraph, we're going to put in an image. So image source equals, look in your images folder, and I want you to find the one that says home.jpg and write that in. The alternate text that we're going to put in for this is just going to say first game advertisement. And then you can close your pointy brackets off. So let's press Ctrl S and save that. We'll go and have a quick preview. You can see now we've got this nice big advertisement in that advertises the first home game. So that's looking good. The last thing we might do on this page is a footer at the bottom. Alright, so let's go outside of this section tag now. And we'll put in one final tag there, that's the footer tag. And in a new paragraph, I just want you to write copyright. Do the copyright symbol by doing the ampersand sign or the and symbol, and just write and copy with a semicolon. That puts in the copyright symbol, so a little C with a circle around it. So copyright 2018 Queensland Firebirds. And close your paragraph off if you haven't done so. Close your footer off. Close your body section off, and then close your HTML section off. That is all of our homepage done for now. So save it, preview it, and that's how we should be looking. There's our little footer at the bottom. Okay, so that is a very simple HTML page. You can see we've got a lot of styling to do yet using our CSS, which we will come back to in a later video. But what I want to do now is get the second page done up. Okay, now the second page is the team page. So this one's going to take a little while because we've got to get all the players into a table. Alright, so let's go back to brackets and make ourselves one more new document. Before we start typing, we're going to go to Save As. And again, navigate your way to your Queensland Firebirds folder and just give it the name team.html and save it. Now we're going to cheat a little bit here. We're going to do a bit of copying and pasting from our other document. Okay, so I'm going to copy and paste from the top here. I'm going to go down to the article section here. I'll copy the H2 bit, and that's as far as I'm going to go. Okay, so from the doc type tag all the way down to the H2 bit, just highlight, Control C to copy, come back over to the team page, and press Control V to paste it in. Now the first thing we need to change is the title up here. Instead of home, we're just going to reword that to team. Alright, coming down a little bit lower, everything's going to stay the same. Just down here in the article section we've got the H2 header. We're going to change it to our team. Save that, preview it, and that's how we should be looking at the moment. Okay, so we've got the same header as before, the same nav bar as before. Now we've got a new body section coming up. Alrighty, so in our team what we've got is a picture of each of the players, and that's going to be done up inside a table. Alright, so let's put in the table tag and start making our table for all 10 players. Okay, I'll try and do this quickly. First thing I'm going to do is put in a table row. Okay, so the first row of our table, it's going to have 4 columns. So what we're going to need to do here is we're going to need to put in 4 TD tags. Okay, so I'm going to copy TD, put it in 4 times. So our table row has 4 columns now. Remember, TD stands for table data. In the first table data or TD tag, we're going to put in a picture. So we just write image source equals, look in your images folder. We're just going to go in order here. We'll start with Caitlin Nevins. Okay, and what we'll put in is some alternate text that says her name. So Caitlin Nevins. Alrighty, and once that's in, we'll close off our pointy brackets, save it up, preview it. You can see the picture of Caitlin Nevins, I think. Okay, don't know much about these players, but hopefully I'm getting this right. So we just need to do that for each of the first 4 players. Caitlin Nevins, Gabby Simpson, Gretel Tippett, and Gemma Mimi, or Mai, whatever it is. So let's just keep putting in our images. So Gabby Simpson comes in next, put in the alternate text. Gabby Simpson. Close the pointy brackets, and you can come down and do the next one. Image source equals, and we'll look in our images folder. This time we're going Gretel Tippett. The alternate text, we'll just say her name. Close your pointy bracket once you've written her name in. And finally, image source equals, look in your images, coming in after Gretel Tippett, we've got that Gemma chick. Alternate text is just her name. Save that up, have a preview. You should have 4 pictures in a row there. Okay, they are obviously too big for now, but we'll resize them with our CSS or our style sheet later on. Now coming in on the next row, we just want to put in the names of those players so we can actually see them displayed in our table. So again, we're going to need to write in these TD tags 4 times. So this is our second row of the table, and we've got 4 columns again. So just write in the girls' names one by one. Caitlin Nevins first, and Gabby Simpson. I'm sure I can spell properly. We've got Gretel Tippett. And then that Gemma chick. Alrighty, so that's saved up. Preview that, and you can see the second row, we've got the names of each player coming in under their picture. Now we just need to repeat that for the remaining players. Okay, so we've got another 4 players that we need to do that to. So let's put in another table row, paste in the TD tags 4 times, and let's put in the image source tags. Feel free to fast forward this section if you know what you're doing. So Kimberly Jenner's our next one. Oops, I just made a bit of a typo there. Forgot to do quotation marks, but that looks a bit better. I'll copy this. Image source equals Kimberly Jenner. Laura is coming in next. Coming in after Laura, we've got Mahalia, however you say it. The alternate text, don't forget that, which is just her name. And we've got one final one coming in here. I've got that Romelda Aiken. I think that's how you say it. Alrighty, so I'll save that and have a quick look. Make sure we've got 4 more pictures coming up, which we do. Awesome. So in our final table row, we just put in the girls' names again. Oops. So we put in the TD tags again. I'll copy and paste those down 4 times. And let's write in their names. Kimberly Jenner, Laura Clemsha, Halia Cassidy, and this Romelda, whatever it is. Romelda Aiken. Control S to save. Go and have a look at the preview and make sure that the names appear under the pictures. Now they look a little bit like they're different sizes at the moment, but that's okay. Okay, we'll fix that later on. Alrighty, so that's our table done. A little bit of work there, but it's all good. So make sure your table is closed off now. I'm going to add a few things below that. Next thing I'm going to add in is what we call a horizontal rule, which is just a straight line that rules off your page. So right in HR, it's a horizontal rule, and it's one of those ones like the BR tag that closes itself off in the opening tag as well. And what that does, if I just save it, preview it, you can see this grey line running along the bottom now. Basically, he's going to break off that section and start a new section on our page. Okay, it'll look good in just a moment when I put the next thing in. The next thing we are putting in is an audio track from SoundCloud. Okay, so we'll put in a new paragraph to start with that says, have a listen to our team song. And on the next line, we just need to go and copy and paste that SoundCloud link. It was in our images folder, remember? So there's the SoundCloud link. Let's highlight all that and copy that. Control C. Back in brackets, just paste it in. So it's basically an iframe tag. Tells all the different sizes and whatnot, and it links it off to the SoundCloud website. So you will need internet connection for this sound to play. And if we go and have a look, you can see now we've got the Firebirds team song that pops up. Okay, if we play it, yeah, it's playing alright. Okie doke, so that's the iframe section. What else have we got coming up? That's basically all we need there. So I'm going to close the article section up. So just close it off there, and that'll close off that article section, or the main part of our body. Coming in below the article there, we might just put in a quick footer, which actually I'll copy from our index page. It's this footer just here. It's exactly the same. So just highlight it and copy it. Come back over to here and paste it in. After the footer, you can close off your body section and you can close off your HTML section, and that is the team page all done. Just getting rid of some extra space there. Okay, so again, it's going to look quite ugly for now, but remember we're going to style it up with CSS a bit later on. So we've got a little title at the top, nav bar, another heading just here, picture of all the main players, and a SoundCloud link. Finally at the bottom we've got a little footer with a copyright statement. Okay, so that's going to do us for this video. In the next video we're going to make the remaining 2 pages, and then in the final video we'll do the CSS or the styling to make our page look good. Alrighty, so I'll catch you in the next video.